Folks, welcome to this guitar channel. Today we are taking a look at the Fender Squier Bullet Stratocaster. Before we talk about the guitar, take a quick second to like the video, subscribe to this guitar channel on YouTube, and click the bell so you get notified when new gear reviews and demos post. The Squier Bullet is a great starter guitar. It's very much a starter guitar. It is a very much trimmed down version of a Fender Stratocaster. You can tell that they have done things to save money on production on this guitar. For example, if you were to hold this up next to an American Strat or even a Mexican Stratocaster, you'll notice that the body on this Squier Bullet is much thinner. It's a good bit thinner than the actual American or Mexican Stratocasters. This one is a hardtail, which means it doesn't come with a whammy bar. The bridge and saddle are in place and screw down to the body. It does have 5-way selector, 2 tone knobs, 1 volume, standard Stratocaster setup. Vintage style tuners, if you can see those. Vintage style tuners are a nice little aesthetic piece to it, and basic single coil pickups. I will say I've played these pickups next to more expensive Stratocasters. There is a noticeable difference, but this guitar is it's not intended for gigging musicians or performing musicians. This is a starter guitar. So if you need a guitar for your kid or for yourself and you just want to try it out, you don't want to spend a ton of money, this is the guitar for you. You can grab these brand new on Amazon for $230, $240. They come with a kit, gig bag, strap, things like that. Check out the link in the description for that. You can even get them in a starter pack with a cheap little amp, $330. My recommendation would be to jump on a used marketplace like reverb.com or Facebook Marketplace. You can get one of these for $100, and $90, $100 is a great deal for a fun little Stratocaster. So I'm going to play it, let you hear what it sounds like. I'm playing through a 1978 Fender Vibro Champ. Little tip, if you want to make a cheap guitar sound better, get a good solid tube amp. Vox AC4 is an inexpensive tube amp. They're not very big. The Fender Blues Junior, another inexpensive tube amp. If you put a cheap guitar through a cheap amp, it's going to sound like a cheap guitar. If you put a cheap guitar through a nice tube amp, even an entry-level tube amp, it's going to sound a lot better. If you put an expensive guitar through a cheap amp, it's going to sound like a cheap guitar. So that's a very important piece of it. But let's take a listen to this guy. Starting out in the neck position, here's some chords. Middle pickup. Now we're on the bridge pickup. Going back to the combo between the neck and the middle pickup. Now we're looking at, now you're hearing the middle pickup and the bridge pickup. So you get some versatility on this guitar. Back to the neck pickup. And we'll go to the bridge pickup. When you're dealing with a low wattage amp, if you crank it up a little bit, you can get some a little bit of an overdrive sound. Definitely a guitar you can have a lot of fun on. Recommended if you're looking for a beginner guitar and you don't want to break the bank. One of these Squier Strats is a great option. Thanks for swinging by this guitar channel. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell. That way you get notified when new reviews go live. Catch you next time.